Hey everyone, Total MTG here and welcome to today's video, one and all. So I've got a cool unboxing for you today. My friends at Magic Madhouse have sent me this new Commander product, Reap the Tides, which is a Commander deck ready to play straight out of the box from Commander Legends. These are basically designed as an introduction for people into Commander. They're ready to play decks straight out of the box. They're really cool products. You get a deck box in there, you get some double-sided tokens, and you obviously get a 100-card deck, and this has 3 new cards in, all based around the Commander AC, Tyrant of Gaia Strait. So any people that have been playing, maybe you've played Tatyova in your Commander life, this might really appeal to you even more. But yeah, for new players, this is a really cool deck, and we're going to unbox it today and take a little look inside. So, hopefully I won't struggle too much to get into the box. I'm going to go for this bit at the bottom, which looks pretty cool to unbox. There we go. So it looks like you get one of those life counters that they add in. Oh, lots of gump. So yeah, you get a life counter. So these are just little cardboard things, but they're a nice little addition in there, especially if you're a brand new player and, you know, perhaps you don't have dice. But I would definitely suggest getting some dice or doing it the old-fashioned way and writing it on pen and paper. So this is the deck box, and it says it can hold 100 sleeved cards as well. So yeah, it's cardboard, nice. You can upgrade your box at any time, but still, it's a nice little addition that they add in. And then inside the box as well, you always get the sheet. It tells you a little bit about it. We'll say learn to play Commander. So it gives you a little brief oversight of what that's all about, starting life at 40, about Commander damage, command zones. Gives you a little interest into the deck as well. AC is deadly, that much is easy to see. And the deck is really, it's a deck that's built around landfall and big sea creatures. So really, really cool. And it's saying about introducing you to the Commander draft, which is getting those Commander Legends draft boosters as well. But let's take a look at the deck. There are our tokens. We shall chuck that away. So first of all, let's have a look at the tokens, because tokens are important. And these are double-sided tokens as well. So let's, oh god, that was like static. Let's zoom in as we get to the exciting part of the cards now. So we'll have a look at these first of all. We've got the Beast token, the Illusion token, which I quite like the art of that one, looks quite nice. And then you get a cool Copy token, a couple of them. So then you switch them over, and you're going to have more on the other side. So you've got elephants. You've got beasts, plants, saplings as well. So this gives you an idea of what you'll be making from your deck. So here is our Commander. AC Tyrant Gaia Strait, 6 mana, 5/5. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever a land enters a battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. So like I spoke of a very, very popular strong commander, Tatyova, this is like loosely based around how that sort of deck works as well. That is a real landfall deck. So we're going to get into this now. God, you know me, I'm going to struggle with this. Come on, where's the little tag? Where's the little tag? There it is. Nice. So when you have a look at, you know, going through this deck list, there's a lot there that you get some really good staple reprints. You get some nice new cards, like 3 new cards, like I said. Let's see if I can split these in any sort of order. Let's just seeing if they're in any sort of order. Not really, but we're going to have a look at some of these creatures. It will have like rares at the top and everything like that. So Trench Behemoth is a big Kraken 7/7. Now what you'll notice on this with the sea monsters and stuff like that, the CMC cost of these creatures is very huge. This deck actually runs 44 lands in it, which is absolutely crazy for a deck. But when you look at the CMC of some of the stuff, you know, you got 8 mana, you know, 7 mana. There's a lot of high CMC cost creatures in this deck. And it's a landfall deck, and you want to be really playing lands on each of your turns. So when you look at 44, it could be right, but you might be able to slim it down a touch. You'd have to put some reps into the deck and basically see if you need to change it. Stump Skull Hydra enters the battlefield, distribute X 1/1 counters. So you are going to get quite a lot of rares here. Nice cool card. I remember this one, playing this in standard. Elder Delphiend. Delphiend? Why do we just make a card name up? It wouldn't be a video if I didn't make my own card names up. Maluku, the Clouded Mirror. Now, obviously, this deck is Simic, which is green and blue, but Maluku can be used as a command. You could build around this on its own, but it would have to be a blue deck because obviously only colours the run are blue. But nice to get some other legendary creatures in here as well. Nezahal, Primer Tide. Now, you get some board wipes in here. You get Scourge of the Fleets. I think it's Slin Voda and Whelming Wave. This is one of them as well. So when this enters the battlefield, return each creature your opponent's control with toughness X or less from his owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. So this will obviously run, you know, a fair few amount of basics. I think it's got 15 of each, 15 forests, 15 islands. So 15 islands will make that pretty sweet. Sphinx of Afoon is a nice creature. Ends the battlefield, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. Opponent separates them, put one pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So opponent gets to choose, but you could have some really, really cool lands there. Stormtide Leviathan. Got some massive sea creatures here. That's part of the removal, like I spoke about, which is Whelming Wave. Now, this deck has some, you know, has some really good ramp cards in it as well. The cards that, you know, we'll see playing other decks as well. So although this deck is ready to play, you'll definitely be able to pick apart this deck and put it into other decks. You've got Growth Spiral, you've got Codema's Reach in this deck as well. Avenger of Zendikar is a very cool reprint for this deck. It was quite an expensive card, but obviously with reprints the price does go down. But it's an absolute value card. 5, costs 7 mana. Make those 0/1 green plant tokens, and every time a land comes in, put a 1/1 counter on each of your plants. We got Molimo, Mara Sorcerer, all based around the lands, power and toughness, which is why we got, you know, we got a lot of lands. We got a lot of triggers that we can do with landfall. This one makes 4/4 beast tokens, and that one obviously is power and toughness is equal to number of lands. So having lots of lands will make that better. Now, if you're playing against someone that's, you know, really disgusting and destroys your lands, don't worry, you've got Ramonite Excavator in the deck. Cool card as well. Terrestodon, huge. Sun's Avatar, Fathom Mage. Merkfold Liege, nice card, bumps up your green creatures and your blue creatures as well. And we've got a Simic Sky Swaller. So let's carry on. There's even more rares in there. Spitting Image as well. I do like that art there. Seer Sundar Landfall. Now, you know, this is a nice card. I've always found that it's a little bit slow for me, but still a very sweet card. Whenever a land enters a battlefield under your control, you may pay 2 and draw a card. Now, obviously, you may have a lot of land on the battlefield, so that could actually turn out to be pretty good. You've got targeted removal, you've got counter spells in the deck as well. Lots of card draw in this deck. It's really good. And obviously your whole commander is based around that. Lots of lands, lots of card draw to go through the deck as well. Counter spell, iconic card for the deck. Factor Fiction's cool as well. Removal, you know, you're playing blue and green, so you're going to, you know, sometimes you need bouncage, and bouncage cards like Into the Royal are really, really cool. Mole Drifter, Pill from Reality, return target creature you control and target creature you don't control. So if you've got something that may have an enter the battlefield effect, like Mole Drifter, comes in, draws 2 cards, you could bounce that back and then bounce something really annoying that's, you know, from your opponent, and then you would get to redraw those cards. Slim Voda, Acidic Slime, it really does. Beast Within, it really does have some great cards in here. Real staples, Cultivate, Eternal Witness, Explore, Harmonize. This deck is full of them. I really do think this is a good deck. Like I spoke about the ramp as well, Codema's Reach is good. Rampant Growth, Rex Sage. This, to me, out of the 2 decks, I would definitely recommend, because I know I always get asked in the chat, which deck would you choose? For me personally, you know, Magic Matters asked me which one I would like to unbox, and it was this one without a doubt, because it's just so good. Staples like Search for Tomorrow as well. It does have cards that when you want to upgrade, you know, you can upgrade, you know, these aren't like CEDH decks, these are intro decks, but you can see from what you get in there, older players watching this will know that you're getting a lot of staples in here. So new players to the game, you know, this is a really, really good deck. Simic Charm, Urban Evolution, Meteor Golem. No worry being 7 mana because we got lots of ramp. So much ramp in there. And we got so many lands. So we're not going to be able to do that. I mean, you get Soul Ring as well, which is, you know, is probably the most played card in Commander. And a Signet. Protection for your AC with Tyrant, with Swiftfoot Boots. And then we're going to get on to some lands. So let's have a little look. See, we look at the special lands. So we've got Blightwood Woodland, helps you go and search for up to 2 basic lands. So if you're missing a colour, you might be able to go and get your blue. Command Tower in every multicoloured deck. Command Tower in there as a staple. Coral Atoll as well. Evolving Wilds is our fetch land, so to speak. Jungle Basin. Memorial to Genius, nice card, pay 5, sacrifice to draw 2 cards, is a nice effect as well. Does come in tapped, but late in the game, or you know, you might need to draw cards, so that's a nice card, nice land to put in there as well. Now we're drawing lots of cards. We got Tyrant on there, so every time a land comes in, you're drawing cards. So Reliquary Tower having no maximum hand size is going to be very, very handy. Simics, you got some Guild Gates, Grove Chamber, another common fetch land for us, Terramelphic Ornthas, Vivid Creek, Vivid Grove. We got some, you know, some lands that they are slower lands and obviously not so high in value. Obviously the Thornwood Falls and Simic, Guild Gates and Woodland Streams, but they do tap for double mana. But you can upgrade these over time, adding in breeding pools and, you know, just basically better lands if you want. But the idea of this deck is it's just for beginners and just coming straight out the box to play. And there's our basics. And to me, this deck is actually pretty sweet. I'm a Tachiova player myself, so this kind of commander does appeal to me. I mean, it does cost 6 mana, so it's expensive, but you just want to ramp out. You know, there's loads of way. I think in total there was like 55 or 56 ways of mana, 44 lands, and there's just other ways of obviously ramping out as well, like I spoke about. You've got your Soul Ring, your Simic Rignits and stuff like that. Search for Tomorrow's Growth Spiral to ramp out and get this out, you know, a lot quicker than turn 6. So it's actually, you know, a pretty sweet deck overall. You get lots of new lots of rares in it, lots of staples. Yeah, clacking it. You know, let me know what you think of this deck. I've unboxed it there, give you a little brief insight into what the deck does, and we've had a look at some of the cards. Would you be buying this to upgrade the deck? You know, if you're just new to Commander, you could play this straight out the way. You just have to let your group know that you're playing a Precon deck, and maybe they could lower their power level just a touch. But, you know, this wouldn't go far in just to add in a few little more powerful cards and being, you know, quite competitive, I think. Not obviously highly competitive, but you can see there is power in the deck, and for the price of these are absolutely amazing. So just want to say big thanks again to Magic Matters for letting me unbox this on my channel. Much love to you guys over there. Please support the video if you can. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it or found it helpful today. Subscribe obviously if you're new as well. It really, you know, I really do appreciate all that. If you've got, you know, if it's your first time here, I chuck out maybe 4 to 5 videos a week, and I also stream over on Twitch, so there'll be links in below if you want to see me play live. Anyway, you lot take care, and I'll see you on the next video.